Hey, can you try chatting?
Or, uh,
Either one.
uh, which,
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, let me switch it. There we go. How about now? You see how it shows up on the stream? I'm gonna see if I can make it last like a couple of seconds longer. Yo, what's up, Axo? How's it going? Hey, is the music too loud? Okay. Nice. That's what I was just working on. Oh, nice, Duffable. Should Wiggums wait until you do that then?
Yeah, keep modifying stuff, it could be better.
Okay. Oh no.
That's looking good.
Yeah, I like it.
Is there good lights? Settings of their settings darkness.
What was that?
It's dark because those are closed, right? Or that's the lighting.
I mean, there's lighting here. Yeah, you can set lighting settings that'll affect indoors as well. Like general ambience settings, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, I think I'm gonna put a like a GUI. I don't know if I want UI. Let me see what other Roblox games are doing. I think like a little indicator up here would be nice. An indicator on how much your stash is worth. So let me grab that. No, I didn't. Should I? I don't want to spam everyone again because I'd feel bad. I feel like I already did it once today is enough. I don't know. That's true. Yeah, I could just put it but no ping. Hey, what's up, Ratiko? How's it going? So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get the value of whatever's inside of this, all the loot that's inside of our ship. We're just gonna call it a ship for now. I'm trying to get it to display the value of that. So right now I'm just making like the GUI element of it. Making the GUI element, and then I'm gonna refer it, and then AI is going to help me make this script. How's it going, Ratiko? What time is it for you right now? $18:05. What's that? Like 6 p.m.? 6:05? Like 6:05. Okay, so it's not too late. Oh wow, so you're only 2 hours behind me. Axel, where are you from? Oh, okay, cool. Do you guys make fun of Americans? I feel like every time I hear people from Europe, they're always like looking at America as if America's like crazy news or whatever. Like watching a soap opera. Oh. What do they have to eat in Norway? What's like the staple meal? You guys have any specialties? Porridge? Yo, can you stop being weird, Squig? Oh, Ratiko, I gotta show you. I gotta show you. This is the new game we're working on. Yeah, we know what porridge is. That's an English word, for sure. So Ratiko, let me show you what we're making. Give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna finish this part. Finally, Ratiko. They always ask me what I'm making and not how am I. Finally, someone cares. No, but for real, I'm doing good. I'm enjoying game dev. I started streaming it because I'm just like, I might as well if I'm already going to be doing the development of it. So whoever wants to come chill can come chill. Man, I have bad allergies. Oh, that's sick, Axo. That makes me feel better because I feel like this is going to be a very niche thing. Like, not a lot of people like watching things that they don't understand for very long. So I don't think this is going to be something that everyone enjoys, but I'm hoping that just whoever's deving at the same time as me. Ratiko, you're not dumb. You just haven't gotten into development yet. So Ratiko, right now I'm trying to make basically this game involves getting loot, and when you get loot you have to bring it back to your ship. So right now I'm trying to make a label on the ship that'll like display or show you how much loot you have with your team. So that's what I'm working on now. Man, these allergies are killing me. See? So this is where the loot goes. This is where the loot goes, and then this would display it. But right now it's not working because I'm setting it up. So in this game, you're gonna be in this little pod with your friends, and you're gonna go out into these chasms, and you're gonna loot. So you're gonna find like objects on the ground. I can't find an object. Let me see. Wow. Actually, 0 objects spawned. That's so rare. And every time you play, the map is different, Ratiko. So that's what makes it cool. Okay, there's a piece of loot. Yeah, it's like repo, exactly. Literally like repo. That was our inspiration for the game. Yo, what's up, Toast? And then see, when you bring back loot, it's gonna go right there. Toast, of course I remember you. I couldn't forget. You were there since Hide the Food. How's it going, Toast? What time is it for you? Yes. Ah, Ratiko, don't worry. If you're available and you want something to watch in the background, you can put it on. What's up, Duffable? Oh, between these two? Man, these are both good. What do you guys think? Between these two shelves, which one do you think looks nicer? Duffable, can we see it in one of the rooms? Oh, 314, it's not bad. It's pretty early. What texture do you guys like more between this one and this one? My polls are not loaded in. No, maybe if we put this in a different place really quick. Huh. Yeah, I don't see this yet. Not sure why. I'll be right back. My dogs are going crazy. Okay, let me take a look, Duffable. Oh, dang. I mean, they both look really good. I really can't decide. What's up, Sensu? I don't have the stream set up to. Let me try, because right now it's just recording studio. Yeah, let me try putting it on stream. Yeah, Axo, send me some footage of your game. I'll check it out. Okay. Actually, Voxel, I just started the stream back up, so... Yeah, we're definitely not finished. Oh, okay, I can upload a file. Alright, between these two shelves, which one do you guys like more? Between these two shelves. I think we might need to see it in the map. The right one? The right one does feel more like Roblox. The left one feels more like, I don't know, the left one feels more higher quality. The left one has good wood texture? What do you mean by that? Yeah, I guess it's more like higher definition. Dang, we're all split up. I think the left one, but you got to make the poles bigger. And then I like this bottom pole. What if you just took like the textures of the left one and put them on the right? Oh, how do I do a pole? Hold on, let me figure this out. I got this. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do a poll. Yeah, I have no idea. Is that even possible on YouTube? I think just say one if you like the one on the left, and say two if you like the one on the right. Yeah, I kind of like what Toast is saying. If you take the left one's wood texture on the right's frame. Toast is cooking. $1.5? That's the mix of the two? Oh yeah, look at him getting to work. Look at him getting to work. Oh yeah. Here we go. Yeah, Voxel's kind of right. It kind of depends on the game, the rest of the game design. Duffable, I'm gonna leave it up to you because I think both of them look great. So. Okay, so we're gonna take this script here. We've already referred to our loot value label. I'm gonna copy this whole script. I am also going to copy the item data script because that's going to contain all of the item pricing and things like that that we need. So here we go. So we're going to need to make some pricings here. Yeah, Voxel's right. It's got to be consistent. Consistency beats anything for sure. Okay, so we need to add these things. We're gonna do lantern, pickaxe, shard, and ancient miner's helmet. So we'll say the lantern is worth 15. Pickaxe will be worth 25. The shard will make 70, and then the ancient miner's helmet will make 95. Okay, I'll see you, Axo. Okay, sounds good. What if Duff put one of the rooms around the furniture as he designs it? Yeah, honestly, that's a really good idea. Swig is cooking. Swig is cooking. So I'm gonna send this data module as well. And I'm actually going to specify where this exists. So in the loot ship display, we are going to get the item shared data module. Which is where? Right here. So item data. So we're going to give it this script where it shows the item data, and we're just going to ask it to I'm actually going to specify a little bit more for AI. I'm going to give it the function that I want it to make. So this function is going to be calculate total loot value. And we're going to make another one called update loot value display. Perfect. Well, I make all the things in Blender and in Substance Painter. So to get the rooms in there, yeah, that's kind of a pain if you want to get the rooms in there. Okay, so we're gonna take these two. Okay, so we gotta set the value to 0 to start out. So I'm gonna do that here. That's awesome, Duffable. That's crazy that you got better that quickly. Is it that easy, or are you just kind of used to the tools right now? Yeah, Ratiko, let me show you the enemies. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll show you the enemies. And then whenever we go to add an item, we are going to add this line. Yeah, the tutorials help a lot. The biggest thing is like going from a tutorial to like actually trying it out yourself. Okay, so AI told us to add this line. And then we're also going to add it when we sync. And then when we clear the inventory as well. So as you can see, it says 95 now when there's a hat in there. And let's go ahead and put the shard, which, how much was the shard worth? The shard is worth 70. So what's 95 plus 70? $95 plus 70, 165. Cool. So the value is working. It's ticking up. I'm gonna go ahead and... You guys think it should just be a number like that, or should it say like value? You think it should say value and then the number, or should it just say the number? I think I'm gonna have it say value. Oh, just the number? Okay. Bet. Toast, we're shooting for a a release of like, I think January, late January. It'll probably be fully refined by mid-February, but I would say late January is when everything's really going to be working well. Yeah, we're moving pretty quick on this one. We have 4 of us. Okay, so that displays, I was gonna show Ratiko the enemy AI. Right now, we just have some basic, like, AI functionality. But there's gonna be some more, like... Yes, there will be a leaderboard, Ratiko. There will be. Okay, let me... Game loop. Okay, so this line will spawn the enemies in. So this is kind of what the enemies will look like. As you can see, it's not the best script right now. Yes, that's a dog. My dog's going crazy right now. Yo, what is going on with my Roblox character? What do you guys think about the door VFX? Wait, can you hear my Roblox Studio audio? I know, my studio is going crazy. I don't know what's going on. You think the door is too much? Come on, you gotta admit it's cool. Okay, okay. But yes, Ratiko, there will be a leaderboard. There's gonna be so kind of to explain the goal behind the game. So you're trying to go as deep as possible into the earth, and you're gonna increment by like around 500 feet of depth every run. But every run you're gonna have a quota that you have to meet. So you have to meet that quota to bring back to your pod, and then you can choose to either extract with all the loot or go down further. So it's very similar to, if you haven't played Deadly Deliveries, it's very similar to that. But Deadly Deliveries basically just took the repo or lethal company concept. So we are trying to kind of take the best things from all of those games and put them into one game. But the further you go down, the harder it's going to get. So there's going to be more enemies. There's going to be like rarer enemies. That's a good point, Ratiko. Adding weight so that when a player's carrying many items, they move more slowly. Because if we add weight, we could have like a class that can carry like heavier loot or something. That's a good idea. I'm actually gonna write that down. I think like 3 weeks, but not the most consistent. Very on and off for all of us. So we probably could have gotten all this work done in about like a week and a half if we really grinded it out. But it really not much. That's a good question, Toast. As of right now, we haven't decided on that yet. As of right now, you're just going to be able to pick up items, put them in your inventory, and run them back to this area right here. Thank you. Thank you. So I think I want the quota to increase by an average of like double or probably 1.5 times every round. So I'm going to work on getting the quota system in right now. We're going to do that in the main game loop. I'm going to make a new module called roll quota. Yeah, so Ratiko, there's gonna be so you're gonna be able to exchange them for money, which is gonna allow you to upgrade your class, and also buy weapons for your class. But the weapons, I'm gonna call them tools instead of weapons, because it's not gonna be like a game that's super heavily focused on the combat. I would say the combat's going to be more like a survival feeling, where the weapons are there to assist you if you get into into a lot of trouble, but the whole point of the game is you want to avoid the trouble, so the weapons aren't going to be that OP. But of course there's going to be those players that like that's how they like to play. They just like to grab the weapons and fight things. So it's still going to be possible to go around fighting things, but for most players, it's going to be more incentivized to avoid the enemies and then use the tools that they have if they run into any trouble. Basically like Repo. You don't go around looking for trouble in Repo, but like if it happens, then you got to defend yourself. So we don't want the player to feel like overpowered at all. We want the player to feel very like underpowered and yeah, pretty scared. gonna switch this to round quota. And then I'm gonna make this function that rolls for a random quota. And we're gonna get some constants here. Toast and Ratico are gonna work together to become number one. Okay, so on the leaderboard, there's gonna be like, so like I said, you're going close, or you're getting like, you're going into the ground, you're descending into the ground. So every like 500 feet or so, you're gonna hit one of these facilities that you have to loot. So there's gonna definitely be a leaderboard for like the maximum depth reached, which means like this is the the longest run that you could have made. So for this quota, I want it to be random every time, but like in general, stay around like a certain amount of value. So it's going to increase by 1.5 times around. But we're going to say that the starting quota will be... Should the quota be based on how many players there are? No, I don't think so. We'll just keep it consistent. So we'll say the starting quota is 150, and we're gonna add a variance to that. So starting quota is going to be 150, but it could either be, you could either start with 20 more or 20 less, we'll say. And then that's going to also, that variance is also going to multiply by 1.5 times. So I'm going to hand this over to AI. I think this is enough context for it to do what I need it to. I'm gonna need roll quota to understand what round it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and put, it's gonna take in the round number, or I'll just, all right, Duffable, I'll check it. This looks pretty good. Yeah, this is really nice. Do you have the old one so I can see it? It's cool. This one's great. Dang, yeah, look at the top too. This is crazy. Good stuff. This is the old one? Where's the new one? If this is the old one, then I am gonna be very impressed by the new one. Alright, so AI gave us this script. So we're gonna give it a round, and it's going to take the base quota, which is, or it's going to take the starting quota and multiply it by the quota multiplier. It's gonna factor in the round. So 1.5. Okay. I'm not gonna take the time to understand this math. I'm just gonna trust that it's gonna work, because AI is pretty good at giving me math equations. But the idea is that every round, we're gonna increase the quota by around 1.5 times, so it's like a 50% increase. And then the variance is going to attach on top of that. So if the starting quota is 150, then the variance would allow the starting quota to actually be 130 to 170. And then from there, the next round, it would be starting quota 225, but it's going to vary by 30 instead of 20. So that the variance is going to increase as well. So we're going to go ahead and roll the quota in our main game loop so that we know what it is. Give me 1 second, Duffable. Okay, game loop. So here we're starting the detection zone, and now here I am going to run the quota roll. So we're gonna say local roll quota. Oh, actually, hold on. I want to rename it to round quota. I feel that, Toast. Sometimes I want to rage quit too. Trust me. Okay, so we're gonna also have a current round. And we're going to set this to 1. So it's going to roll quota. And then we have to pass it in the round number. So in this case, the round number is going to be default settings dot current round. Thank you, Toast. I'm trying to get a lot better. And it's nice that I have a team with me. For this one, it's me, Squigums, Sensu, and Duffable. We're running a 4-man for this game. Imagine this game makes us rich. That would be crazy. So it's going to roll the quota, and then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to print out what it rolled. So we're going to do round quota dot current quota, and we're going to see what it rolled. Okay, so we got some errors here. Oh, I think we have multiple people working right now, which isn't a problem. I think I'm just gonna message this person that I'm gonna unenable the strip for a second. I don't think that'll. I know, it's crazy that that it got that many visits. Super surprised. But I'm not complaining. Okay, so let's see. As you can see, it printed out 167, so that's what our round quota is. So what I'm gonna do now is, I think it would be sweet if we displayed the round quota here. So if it said like 0 out of the round quota, you know what I mean? So we're gonna have it display the round quota. Yeah, kind of like that. I remember the beginning of Hide the Food, I miss it. Yeah, Hide the Food went crazy for no reason. Those were the OG days. The good old days. We still plan on updating Hide the Food. We just haven't gotten around to it because we've had other projects in mind. So many projects in our head. Like, you want to start all of them, but you can't because then you get nothing done. Okay, so I need to get, somehow I need to get this round quota over into the loot chip displayer. I think I can just require it from here, because it's not like they require each other, so I'm not going to have like conflicting requires there. Yeah, Toast. We were straight up doing like door-to-door marketing on Hide the Food. Like, anyone that would join, we were just trying to welcome everyone because it was kind of like our first official game. I mean, it wasn't mine. I think my first official one was Hallway Wars, if you've seen the YouTube series, but that game never really did much. I want to pick it back up in the future. I just don't know if it's something that people want, so. But yeah, we were literally, when Hide the Food came out, we would like try to make friends on it. Okay, so we're gonna require this round quota by going to the main game scripts, game initializer, game loop, and then the round quota. Oh my gosh, Duffable, that barrel looks so good. Let me put Duffable's barrel on stream. Check it out, guys. This is after and then before. What do you guys think about the new barrel? That's a peak barrel? Bro, you can see the age of the wood. You know how they say you can count the rings of a tree to know its age? I feel like I could see the freaking grain inside of this wood. Yeah, definitely. No, this definitely is really good. It makes this one look so... Like, this one looked good before until I saw this one. Now this one looks more, like, basic. Definitely this one. The wood definitely looks better on this one. Okay, so now every time I update the every time I update the amount that you need, I'm going to, or the amount that you have, I'm also going to include the quota. So here we go. Update value display, toString, total value. So we're gonna do total value. How do I want to do this? Total value, and then we're gonna do out of. Maybe I'll put a space in between, and then here's where we're gonna put the round quota. Hey, Voxel. Can I get the sewer maps in real quick to see how they would look there? Yeah, Duffable, just copy the sewer maps and just put them in the workspace, but don't, what's it called? Just don't like delete them or remove them. Just copy and paste. Okay, so current quota. So now it should display the amount, the value that you have out of the current quota. And something that we're gonna do, we are going to sync with inventory, like, immediately. We're gonna sync with inventory immediately. just so that we can get the 0 out of whatever quota. So we're gonna do loot, ship, displayer. See, how did it know where my script was? It's so good. The IntelliSense on Roblox is getting really good. So what we're going to do here is, as soon as we roll a round quota, we are going to run the loot ship displayer, sync with inventory, which our inventory will obviously be 0, but it's going to get us that text label that we want. So let's go ahead and see that. So as you can see, we've got our current value, and we rolled a 165 quota. So, oh crap. We forgot to disable enemies. Come on, let me pick this up. Let me pick this up. Let me pick this up. No. Okay, let's disable enemies really quick. Hey yo. I think here, let me Duffable, are you using the okay, never mind. If you need to use the maps, you can keep them in here. Just delete the spawn room because the spawn room will conflict. That's all. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick up this item. I thought I picked it up. Maybe not. Inventory is not a valid player. Hey, Sensu, are you working on the inventory server right now? Thank you, Toast. I think those are temporary. We're not going to keep the COD zombie effects. It's just the first ones I found. No, Voxel, he made a custom inventory system, so it actually doesn't utilize the backpack. I think he's just working on it right now, though. Hi, Talon Soft, or Talion Soft. Yes, it is like an elevator game, but it's not really. I mean, what is an elevator game? Because if you're talking about like the scary ones, it's not like that. It's more like a repo game, or like Lethal Company, where you have to loot a facility. Duffable, the shelf looks really good, and so does the barrel. They go with the map really well. I like it a lot. Oh, no worries, Talion. Oh, there we go. Ratiko's speaking it. Thank you for translating, Ratiko. You're the best. You sent it to you sent it in the chat, in the send chat, so I got it. I don't speak Portuguese. Should I just retexture everything, like the hat, the pickaxes, like everything except the maps? That's your call. If it doesn't take too long, I'm sure now that you have Substance Painter, you could do even better. But honestly, these look great. If you do decide to retexture them, all I'll have to say is that you should make the loot look like it should stand out when you position it next to a barrel. Like right now this stands out well, but if you were to texture like the wood of this pickaxe with the same texture, even though it would look really nice, it would kind of blend in. So just make sure if you do retexture them, they still stand out, because they look great right now. So you could just leave it and retexture it later if you want. Yeah, Duffable, don't even worry about redoing it then. Okay, so what were we working on? Let's see if the grab system is fixed. We're still having an issue. Oh, it's because we disabled data stores. That's what happened. There we go. Because data stores are what loads the actual inventory. Yo, what's up, Gary Barely? I think Gary is my first Twitch viewer. Hey, he followed the channel. I'm also streaming on Twitch. Yo, nice to meet you too, Gary. So I'm working on a game like Repo or Lethal Company. But if you know Roblox, it's similar to Deadly Deliveries as well. But it's basically you go out into a facility and you loot and you have to avoid enemies and you come back with the loot and it stores here. So as you can see, I've stored the loot and now the numbers incrementing up. So I have a quota to meet every round. And then once I meet the quota, I can choose to either extract with all my loot back to the surface, or I can choose to go down deeper and risk more. So in that sense, it's very similar to Deadly Deliveries. I mean, they did it well, so we gotta copy when we see a good format. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. How long have I been deving? It's gonna be 1 year next month. So 11 months right now. Are you a dev as well, Gary? Thank you. You know, it's 11 months, but I will say I've been very serious. Like it's every single day that I code, and I would say I average around like 4 to 5 hours most days. Maybe, I mean, it's more like 2 to 3 hours, but then some days, like on the weekends, I'll clock in like a 15-hour day. So I think if you average it over everything, it's probably closer to like 4 or 5 hours a day for 11 months straight. Are you a coder, Gary? Or do you do something else? You mostly code? Yeah, same here. I mostly code. I'm pretty much just working on coding. Like, I don't really want to delve into any of the other skills. Not because I don't think they're fun, but just mostly because I want to master one skill versus being spread out thin. So that's why I have a team. Master of one is better than master of none. No, for real. That's some solid advice right there. How long have you been coding for? So let's go back to the main game loop. A couple years, but you suck. Hey, well, better than not coding at all. Is there something holding you back? Are you do you not enjoy like the grind, or what do you think? Why do you say you suck? I mean, I think I suck too if you compare to like the best, but what do you think's holding you back? Buckle down and release games. Why is that like 95% of the people I hear? That it's like they start projects, but then you never finish them. It's a rough cycle. Yo, what's up, Landon Forger? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. The last 5% is the hardest. Yeah. No, it definitely is, because you're just so burnt out by the 95% of the load. You're just like, I'll finish tomorrow, I'll finish it next week, and it never gets done. Okay, so let's continue the main game loop. We're syncing with inventory, so that's going to call the initial sync so that the label can display. We've rolled our quota. Now we need to work on what happens when you meet your quota. Basically, the idea is when you meet your quota, you should either be able to extract or go down deeper and risk your loot, your current loot, but for even greater loot. So that's going to be the next part. This is my, this is not my first stream. I actually streamed for the first time earlier today. So this is my second stream, but it's my first day. And I don't know if it's something that I'm going to be super consistent in. If people like to just like chill out and talk and code together, then I'll probably do it some more. But if it doesn't really land with people, yeah, I have 9 concurrent on YouTube right now, which is amazing. I didn't even think I would get 2, but I've got a lot of good friends, so pretty much just my friends chilling with me. The OGs, the day ones. You think so? Do you think there's a lack of streamers on Roblox Studio because like no one really wants to watch it? I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and write out what I want this to do. So yo, what's up, FRFVB? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. You're my second Twitch viewer. Gary, you said I'm already better than all of them. What makes me better than all of them? There's no way. Oh, it's Toast. Hey, Toast, I appreciate you joining on Twitch so that the algorithm finds me. Oh, that's all it takes? Just read the chat and have a good mic? Okay, let's go. That's easy enough. Hey, if you have any tips for me, like what'll make the stream better? Like if the music is trash, just let me know. Or like, if I need to explain what I'm doing more, because I feel like sometimes I'll just get locked in and I'll just like be silent. But if it's like nice to hear what I'm doing, I'll talk more too. Yeah, actually, a big thing we do on Roblox Studio streams is light things on fire, so you can light the couch behind you on fire. You know, I might, if it's gonna get me like maybe another viewer, if you follow me, I'll light the couch on fire. How about that? No way. Oh, you already are? That's crazy. Hey, well, I might have lied. Okay, so in this main game loop, I'm gonna need something that is gonna check for what the current quota is. So I could do a loop statement that is like checking every second for what the current quota is. That's gonna be the easiest way to do it, but you know, it's also like, why am I running a loop indefinitely or like for a long time throughout the whole game? I mean, maybe it's inexpensive, so I could do it, but I could also just create an object, like an object value, and then connect to that object value's changes, so that when it changes, I can check to see if it's meeting the quota or not. So do I want to do this the quick way or do I want to do this the optimal way? I think I'm going to do this the quick way. screw optimization right now. We're just gonna do a loop. Dude, how is it? It literally, it's gotta have like a mic or something. It's a round loop. Look at this. It's reading my thoughts. Isn't that crazy? I just started talking about loops and Roblox IntelliSense suggested this. Okay, so while true, so we're gonna start this loop. If no, I don't think we want that. Yo, I think Roblox is watching the stream. I think you're right. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and let's see, where do we grab the so this is the current round quota right here. And then we have round quota.current quota to work with so that we can see our current round quota. So let's go back into our main game loop. And we're gonna say if round quota dot current quota is greater, we're gonna say if it's greater than I don't know how to feel about this chat. Thanks for joining the stream, Humongous. I don't know how to feel about your chat, but I don't know if I should feel complimented. Yo, I'm alright. See, this is where I focus on. Yeah, bad Humongous, bad. This is a child-friendly stream. What? Go to your cage. You guys want to see my dog? Okay, so if round quota, if the current quota is greater than, or no, sorry, we need to check if our loot is greater than the current quota. So we're gonna have to get the inventory server here. We're gonna get the inventory server. And here we are going to check the current loot. Okay, so we don't have a way to add how much loot we have right now. I think we do in the loot ship displayer, but we don't have one in the... I don't think we have one in the item. In the inventory server? So we are going to hand this over to AI so that it can give us a quick add up. Yo, what's up? Only Vice? Long time no see. What do you mean? I always post on YouTube. What's the last video you saw? Okay, so AI is creating me the function that I need. It's called get ship loot value, and we're just gonna toss this in right over, let's see, handles equipping, handles resetting, handles everything with selling. Let's just put it way below down here. And now we can get ship loot value. So we're going to do inventory server dot get ship loot value. And this is basically going to return to us how much our ship is currently worth. And it's going to compare that to what the current round quota is. And then if we've exceeded the quota, it's going to break out of this loop, and then I can have the remainder of my logic here. So here is we're gonna set the allow extraction activation, and we're gonna also allow descending activation. Descending, like you're going down. See, now you know why the game is named Descend. Because you're going down. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this tested out. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a print statement right here that says you have made the quota. And we're going to go ahead and try to make this quota right now. Right before we do that, actually, this get ship loot value, we also made this function. Holy crap, we've got the whole team, we've got the whole squad working right now. Look up here. So we're gonna go to loot ship display, and then here we have calculate total loot value. So we actually no longer need this. We're just going to use the function that we just made in that other script. So instead of running this right here, we're going to run inventory server dot get ship loot value. So now we're just utilizing the same function. So, okay, so our quota is 154. So we have to go get 154. Oh, I didn't disable enemies. Let me disable enemies, or this is going to be impossible right now. Okay. So we've got one piece of loot right here. See if we can find some more. All right, we've got a lantern. Okay, our inventory is full, so we're gonna run back to the ship. Okay, so we're at 205 out of 140, and now as you can see, it just printed out you have made the quota. So the loop worked perfectly. It broke out once it reached the quota. So now we can decide what to do with the logic from there. And like I said, now we need to allow the player to either extract back up or go down and descend even more. Man, I really love this floating loot. Do you guys like this floating loot, or is that just me? Is this not clean, like the way that it floats? It would be cool if it like floated at different times. So I might need to do that. Like if it started floating at different points, so it was all alternating. But that would probably consume more resources. Okay, it's gonna make sense, Duffable. Think about it like you're bringing loot into your, What does your module loader look like? Oh, you do not want to see my module loader, buddy. You don't want to see it. It's actually gross. I don't really have a module loader. This is what it looks like right here. This is the client side. SJ, can you rate my module loader? 1 out of 10? I'll show you the server side right now. This is my server side. 0 out of 10? What do you mean? It works, man. It works. I mean, this isn't a lot to type up, really. Ten out of 10, thank you. Just pass in a directory and require everything inside. What do you mean? Like pass in, you want me to pass in like all of my services and then it'll automatically require everything basically? I've seen module loaders that do that. And then some just like, some you just basically put the name of the services that you want initialized. But I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. A module loader would be cleaner, I will admit, but I don't know, like, I feel like my caveman roots just want me to stick to this. And if I disable a, if I want to disable a service, I just do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah, I actually do have a Discord. If you go to my YouTube channel, you should be able to find it from there. There should be a link like right on my channel. Okay, I'll look into it. I'll look into it. I've been meaning to for a while, but I'm more just like, I really haven't been focusing on the module loader part. Hide the boys server profile. Squigums has the really good ideas. I'll be right back. I need to let my dogs outside. Okay, I'm back. You sent it in in-game suggestions. Feel free to expand on it, like adding tags to the services you want required. Oh, that's neat. Yeah. So you can just like quickly tag or untag things that you want to disable. Thank you, SJ. Thank you for the module loader. I'm definitely gonna check it out as soon as I have some time. Okay, so let's go back to this main game loop. Thank you. I'll let you know if I run into any trouble. I'll hit you up. You should be in the Discord now, so I can message you. Yeah, honestly, you could also send it into the DMs too. Okay, so we're right here now. We've met the quota, and now we have to allow the player to either go down, descend, or extract. So let's go ahead and make buttons for the player that will allow them to do this. So I'm gonna take the spawn room. This is inconvenient for duffable. Let's move it up here. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna make it. This is not gonna be the final build for this little pod thing. Duffable is actually gonna be building it, so I'm just gonna make kind of like a rough idea. So let's just get like a arrow button. I'm trying to get an aesthetic arrow. Oh, these all look horrible. Oh, these look terrible. This one's pretty basic. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, okay, we're gonna use this for now. Not this big, of course. So this will be if we want to extract right here. And then we are going to put this inside of the spawn room, inside of build out. We're going to name this folder buttons. We're going to put this extract button. And then we're going to make a descend button. And we're going to put this one, if I could rotate it right, there we go. So I think extract should be like green. We'll make it green, and we will make it neon so it kind of glows. Okay, so we've got our extract and descend button. But I think what I'm gonna do is to show that they're active. Costa's, yeah, I've published A couple games. We have kind of like a couple brain rot games that I've posted with some friends, and then I've got another game that I posted with a YouTuber named UK Darky. I don't know if you've heard of UK Darky before. He does a lot of the SCP stuff. He actually just posted a video on the game, and it's giving us a lot of CCU. Yeah, we're at 37 CCU on that game, which is newer, or 40, and then the other games have a few million visits. So yeah, Darky's really popular, Toast. Trying to wrap up my first game. What's your first game about, Kostas? So we're gonna make these arrows, we're gonna make them green and red when they're actually active, but while they're inactive, I'm actually gonna make them just like a standard color so they look off. Maybe like black. So let's just try black. You know what? I'm not even gonna mess with colors because we might change the whole build out for this. So I'm just gonna work on functionality. It's an RPG tycoon. RPG tycoons do really well on Roblox. That's a smart choice. What's it called? Do you have a name for it yet? Dang, he's pulling out the blender. Just focusing on not leaving it unfinished. That's a good goal. That's a really good goal. Yo, what's up? Why sorry real? What is Derp Raid? Yo, thank you for the follow, little cat king. Dang, I was kind of uncomfortable saying that name, I'm not gonna lie. But thank you for the follow, thank you for the follow. Yo, how do I have 22 viewers on Twitch? Where did this come from? Celius, can you add guns to this game and zombies? Celius is evil, watch out. Oh, is rated a good thing? Did somebody say to join my stream? Who told you to say, or who told you to join? Dirt Monster 833. How did Dirt Monster find me? That's so funny. Who is Dirt Monster? He streams on YouTube? Okay, let me check him out. $2.2K? Holy. How do you even find me? Yo, thank you for following the channel, Celius. I appreciate you. I don't believe you're evil, personally. Oh, I was looking at the wrong... Oh, so Dirt Monster. Oh, I know Dirt Monster. Yeah, I've seen his stuff. Is he live right now? Oh, he shouted me out. Dang, that's so nice. Thank you so much, Dirt Monster. I don't know if you're watching, but if you came here from Dirt Monster, tell him I said serious thank you. That's awesome. What's up, Oberon? Alright, I just told him thank you. That's so nice. Hey, Oberon, welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. That's nice. Yeah, thanks to Dirt Monster. That's so sick. Okay, so these arrows, they're gonna be pressable as soon as that quota is met. So I need to make some proximity prompts that are going to go onto these arrows. And let me think. Let's first start by setting a primary part, if we haven't already. Okay, so I'm gonna set this this part right here to be the primary part. Move this down a little bit. There we go. Set this part to be the primary part. And what I'm gonna do is, based on the primary part, dang, 15 viewers, that's what I'm saying, FR. It's crazy. Derp, this Roblox streamer just shouted me out. Super nice of him. We on the same grind. So the script is going to add the proximity prompts to these arrows. Let's go back to the main game loop. So Costas, yeah, if you go to my YouTube channel, the Discord link's right in there. I'm gonna create a whole new module for this this button activation, just to keep it nice and neat. So let's go to our main game. And we are going to name this round buttons. Round buttons. And here we are going to have a function where we activate the buttons. And when we activate the buttons, we're just gonna pass in, let's see what we have to work with here. How do we get the, let's see. You know what, I'm just gonna have it search for it in this script. Yo, Duffable, that would be a really good idea. We can build up some hype for this game. Oh yeah, to everyone that just joined, this game that I'm building, it's named Descend, and it's going to be similar to Deadly Deliveries if you played that on Roblox, but with a little bit more of like an RPG standpoint. So there's going to be like class mastery, basically just taking a lot of concepts from different games that I like and that the team likes. And we're going to try to make the best game possible with that. So it's going to be based on Deadly Deliveries, where you go into a facility, you loot as much as you can, and you have a quota to meet. And you have to bring all your loot back to the main ship. And if you meet the quota, you're going to choose to be able to extract with your quota, and then you can sell that on the surface. Or you're going to be able to go down even deeper, and you would be risking your quota at that point, your current quota. So a little bit of risk involved. And if you choose to extract, you're going to be able to use your items to sell and get rich and buy items, more items with it, or weapons. Or two, some classes, to unlock the classes, you're going to need to bring the class dealer specific items. So you're going to bring the class dealer specific items, and he's going to be able to grant you the class. So I'll kind of show you what that looks like. Hopefully, if I didn't break anything here. I think I might have. No, we're good. So as you can see, we've got a procedurally generated map right here. We can pick up these little loot items. We're still working on getting all the decor in, but you can go ahead and pick up items, bring them back to your base. And as you can see, they go into the loot stores, and we've increased our quota, or we've increased the value of our ship. And it displays that there. So that's going to be the game. It's pretty simple if you don't want to get into like all the classes and stuff. You can play the game like fairly simply. But for those that want a simple game that once they get tired of the main game loop, they have more to discover, we're going to have that for them as well. Yeah, Duffable, you should start streaming. If you're gonna be modeling, you might as well. Okay. So let's go back into our round buttons, and we are gonna have a local helper function that says locate buttons. And in this helper function, we're gonna call it here, first thing, locate buttons, and it's going to look into our game. look into the workspace. So we're gonna say local button folder equal to workspace. Let's actually see where this is at really quick. So it's going to be in workspace, spawn room. I haven't checked out the new crate yet. I'll check it out. I'll check it out in a minute. Okay, so it's going to be under spawn room. Let's go ahead and actually type this out. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out in a minute, Duffable. So workspace dot spawn room, and then we're also gonna do. We're not gonna do wait for child. We're gonna do find first child. Spawn room, and then you know what? You know what? I'll let this throw up an error. That means we have something else that's serious to fix. So we're just gonna do workspace.spawnroom. We're probably gonna put it in build out. And let's go ahead and pause the game really quick. Please tell me that's saved. Okay, that's saved. So it's going to be under build out, extract. Build out buttons. And then we're going to say local local extract button is equal to the send button That's okay, Duffable. Thank you for following Sprip. Man, I suck at pronouncing these names. I don't think I'm getting any of them right. Thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. This is my first day of streaming. I'm excited to see where it takes me. I don't think it'll be far because I don't think a lot of people are into watching game development at a slower pace. Or just game development is a slow process in general, so I don't think a lot of people like watching slow things nowadays, but for those that do, definitely welcoming you. Okay, so now that we have our two buttons found, we are going to return them. So we are going to return the extraction and the descend button. Hey, welcome 29X. How's it going? Thank you so much for joining for a Wild Toast. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Not too nice. What's going on, man? Everything good? We're gonna locate these buttons, and we need to. We're just gonna assign these to these. So it's gonna return those back over to me. We're gonna need some. How do I want to do this? So the activate button I had been bullied in school. The student almost killed me in school. I mean, they tried to kill me. That sucks, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's not cool at all. That's crazy. Did you like tell anybody about that, or? I think people that bully... Hey man, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, that's so lame. I'm sorry to hear that, 29. I think people that bully or that feel the need to belittle other people are just... I think they're just insecure. They need to put other people down so that they feel better about themselves. So... They sued the school? What the heck? Okay, so you made a bag out of it. I mean... Still sucks, but... How's it going, offside sailing? Thanks for joining the stream. Oh, that's insane. Yeah, I hate that. When the teachers and principal, like... There's... I don't know about principal, but like teachers, when they don't do their job, it's... I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's hard enough to be a teacher, but how can you just watch somebody be bullied like that? Okay, so I have a... So I'm working on a game named Descend. It's basically like Deadly Deliveries. You go into a facility, you loot, and then you can choose to extract or go down deeper into more dangerous facilities. So a pretty simple game loop. Yeah, I can show you it. Give me 1 second. Okay, so Roblox's IntelliSense created a full proximity prompt for me. Yeah, there's a similar game on Roblox. It's called Deadly Deliveries. We really like that game, so we're kind of basing the game on that, but putting our own spin to it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's we're gonna take what we think is really good from it and try to do it ourselves. So. But did you have a different one in mind, Offside? Is that like, were you thinking of Deadly Deliveries or were you thinking of a different game? I'm not in a big team. It's just a team of 4 of us. So we're all just friends. It's nothing corporate or super formal. It's just 4 friends getting together and building a game. We all locked in and honed our skills, and now we can build something a little higher quality. Before we were building some brain rot games, but now we're trying to build more of like a quality game. So, you know, Peak, I wish that too, because like, you know, my friends from back in the day, like none of them are into dev, so you kind of just have to make more friends in the space. Imagine a scary strong dog chases you somewhere and there's no exit. What would you do? 29. I'm a little confused about your message. Costas, yes, you definitely want to run ads for your game. YouTube Shorts, I actually haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to be trying it soon. Actually, for this game. But definitely run ads. They're super profitable. Well, them in themselves aren't profitable, but they get you into the algorithm a lot quicker than pretty much any other source. So if you're running ads for your game, what you want to do, you want to run like, I don't know, $20 a day at first, for like the first, I would say 3 days. And in those 3 days, if you have bad stats, meaning if the players join and they have like low play time and bad retention in those 3 days, I mean, you're not going to get a good grasp on retention. I do need anti-cheat. But mainly like the playtime and to catch like any major bugs for the first 3 days. If your game performs really well, in that first 3 days, just keep running ads. Just keep going for $20 a day. It's going to take you about 1 to 2 weeks to get a good foot into the algorithm. If you run $20 for the 3 days and your stats are sucking, you don't want to keep pouring money into ads because you're just going to be wasting your money. You need to improve your game or fix any bugs that are causing that amount to not stay, the low playtime. And then you need to rerun ads from there. That's how you run ads on Roblox. On a basic level. Okay, so... I would say you can get away with 1 to 200 if your game doesn't have very many bugs and is really good from the start. You can definitely get it into the algorithm with $1 to $200. But chances are your game's going to be full of bugs and full of issues and might need a couple more things to make it more fun. Maybe a better tutorial, things like that. So I would say on average, you'd probably want to budget like $200 to $400 total for an ad campaign, like a low ad campaign that has issues. And once you're more confident with your dev abilities, I would say if you could pour like $500 to $700 into ads into a game that you see is performing well, definitely worth it. And once you get into the algorithm, you know, you can still mess with ad strategies and things like that. It doesn't mean you just stop ads altogether, so you really got to look into that too. Yeah, no worries, Costas. 29. Yeah, I need to add anti-cheat. Thank you for the reminder. So right now I'm trying to get these buttons working. Okay, so I'm just gonna, if it is a model, then we'll set the proximity prompt parent to the primary part, and then else we're gonna warn button is not a model. And then we're also going to, let's see. Yeah, I think we can just leave it as a basic proximity prompt. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to the game loop. We're gonna add the new round buttons module. And after this, we're gonna do round buttons.activate buttons. So after we hit the quota or greater than the quota, we're going to go ahead and activate the buttons. Oh, Duffable, I saw the new crate, by the way. It looks really good. That's crazy how much better you can get with Substance Painter. Awesome. Okay. We're going to activate the buttons. That should give us the proximity prompts we need. And we're going to need to set up some connections. So we're going to return... We're going to return the proximity prompt object. Yeah, guys, join Duffable streams tomorrow if you're available. He's going to show you the modeling side to this game. Okay, so... So we're returning the proximity prompts here. Here, when we create a proximity prompt, we need to get a variable. So extract prompt is equal to create proximity prompt extract button. And we're going to do the same for the descend button. And now we can tie these buttons to what we want. Thank you, Costas. You're a real one for that. Yeah, and if you guys are interested, we're gonna have an official testing soon. So on my next stream, I'll probably link the Discord once it's made. But you can join the Discord and you'll get updates about the game on when we'll have testing. We'll probably have like 2 or 3 testing sessions before we fully release. Okay, so the extract prompt, we are going to tie this to a connection, but we also want to make sure that we don't create any duplicate connections. So we're just going to do, we're going to handle it here, extract conf, and descend con. So we're gonna say local extract con is equal to this triggered event. Then the descend is equal to that. And here is where we'll need the extraction logic and the descend logic. But for now, we're just going to run some print statements just to check our work. Go ahead and check our work. Okay, so the quota is 138. We actually got lucky with a low quota. Let's go look for loot. Got a lantern. Okay, we've got a full inventory, so let's go back. This is not the way back. Man, how do we get back? Thank you, 29. There it is. Okay, so now build out is not a valid member of spawnroom.spawnroom. Okay, let's see what happened here. We probably just had misspelled a pathing. We also got to make sure that we put this spawn room back in where it belongs. Right here. And then build out is spelled with a capital O. That's where we got wrong. So let's go ahead and change this. Now let's go ahead and try this again. So now we've actually got our buttons here. As you can see, there are no proximity prompts right now. We've actually got 2 helmets. I think that's enough. Okay, so as you can see, there's no proximity prompts. I'm going to meet the quota right now. We've met the quota. And now you can see there's a proximity prompt here and a proximity prompt there. So if I press E, it should say extract button triggered. And if we do this one, descend button triggered. So, I mean, these are very, very basic, just proximity prompts, but we're just getting the functionality in place. Once we get the functionality, we'll make it look a lot better. As far as like these basic proximity prompts, they don't look great. So the next step would be to actually tie the extraction logic to this interact here and the descend logic to this interact. But that's actually going to be it for this stream, guys. I've actually got a headache, so I'm going to go get some dinner. But thank you guys so much for those that stayed. Just having it in your background, it means a lot. We're at 16 viewers right now. So between YouTube and Twitch, we're at 16 viewers. So thank you guys. And if you want to see more, definitely subscribe. I'm probably going to link the Discord in the next stream so we can all keep up to date with the game a little better.